the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Done. 180. Straight 15. Straight 15.
Wentz now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here we go. Here we go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 120.
Defense wins championships, baby. Switch, switch.
Come on.
Kill, kill, kill. Check three, check three, check three.
No. Wait,
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'm on.
To throw, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Too little, Cap. Alert flare.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Tight right. Solo out there, check down. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 to left.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and set things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Elliott looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Let's go now. About to play. Go. Watch the boot.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On the double. 82's moving. 82's moving. Single. Score. Shoot. Come on. Check. Fresno. Check 99. Hit him all. West.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds And they'll spot it right at the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Check, 59.
Solid. Hey, wahoo! Man 5-7.
Throwing now is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And an Eagle first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, they'll set up the screen to Howard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Mike,
Here we go. 120!
Big stop, let's go!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Jackson, and that's Elliott, complete.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line.
Go. 20.
Check. No. Watch the run. Check 1-3. Rush in.
On first down, Howard. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. He's checking. Crash.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I'm going to hit you all down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Go.
Right here. Mike 5-4. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 54 is Mike. 54.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
At after the interception. Here's Jackson. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Back.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That one complete to Elliott. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Jackson. That's complete to Cobb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
That's right, baby.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Here.
To throw is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. unable to find anyone open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
I don't think you got it, son. Check.
Kill. Hey, shoot. Check.
59. Got you. I got you.
Now Wentz again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Lynch 5-3.
Again, it's Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Come on, fellas.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big run that time by Elliott, and even 50 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the final tally. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys.
56, check 56. Stop your whining.
Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. They'll come out in the pistol. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Running with Elliott. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Mike 48.
Great 15. Great 15.
Check 49.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Jackson. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. They run with Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Wentz now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll go option to the short side. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off. But you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This is Howard on 2nd down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check it back, check it back.
Here's Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Kill. Check 4.
General West.
SOS.
Hey, lock it.
SOS. Show it.
Now.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
Let's go. Hey, time. Watch the eye. Check 26. Kill.
Shoot.
On 3rd down. It's Howard, and they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what I think
that factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Jackson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Eagles, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.